guys, how are you? Welcome to Better Podcast, the better podcast for the better people. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for showing love. Today, we have got something small but packed. It's directed to the ladies, to the young, beautiful girls that are also growing up. And one day, I know that they're gonna face marriage. So as we are in this journey, my advice out there to the parents, as we are raising my daughters edu, asikana vedu mumishomo, let us make sure that we are trying by all not to miss anything that makes a beautiful daughter a good wife for someone there tomorrow. So today we are speaking about how to focus on yourself. I'm speaking to the daughters. Before you meet, or before you find, before you have a picture of a husband that you want to be with, do not focus on finding a right husband, but focus on being a good wife. Yes, do not focus on finding a good husband, but first you focus on being a good wife. How so? Because some kids, they may listening, some ladies, they might listening, and they ask a question, how can it be so? It always point back to the parents. Vabereki tisu tinokwanisa kuita kuti vana vedu one of the days vave vakadzi vanoyemura, vave vasikana vanoonekwa nevarume kuti this one, she can be my wife. I am going for this one. Because it's not always about the boys or the husband. We will only see the beauty of a lady, but the way she do, the way she dresses, the way she speak, all that men out there, they look for all those things. They have got their own page. They will be writing, ticking. No, this is not the type of a woman that I want. I want her to be like this, but I'm not finding all of these things that are on my list on this lady. So let us try our best to make sure that we don't miss anything of this. We don't miss anything. Ngave neunhu, ngave achi anotofanira kutodzidzisiwa kuti what is a good wife. Even though if she's not yet in the marriage, but let her understand that I must carry myself as a good wife, because one day I'm gonna meet someone who wants to take me as a wife. So there's a verse in the Bible, Proverbs 31 verse 10. Yeah, it says, a wife of noble character, who can find? It's a question. Who can find a wife of a noble character? And then it goes and say, she is worth far more than rubies, far more than precious stones. Rubies are precious stones they are so valuable. They it's like more than wealth, more than the riches that we all know. Saka ari kufananidzwa nematombo are so precious. And you know, it's something that symbolizes wealthy. So if a wife is brought well, if a daughter is brought well, and someone out there, a guy out there or a man out there is looking for such, that will be beautiful if those two meet, because uyo ari kutotsvaka munhu ane qualities akaita saiwayo. And if he can find, zvinounza imba yatiri kutaura or dzimba dzatinogara tichitaura nezvazvo kuti let's fight for our marriages, so that we will try our best to take or to restore that beautiful marriage that was created as perfect there by God. Even though some of us, we fail there and there, and also the devil is always fighting kuti aputse muchato yedu. But when you meet someone with such qualities out there, I'm telling you, it's possible. You can return that marriage same as it was, like in the Garden of Eden. Let's go with this verse. Proverbs, it speaks some lot of sense, especially when it comes to the young kids, to the young men, to the young girls out there. I think it is packed patiri susu, how we must grow. It also speaks to the parents how we must teach our kids out there. So the big role ndeyevabereki, and if God is in it first, or if is in her first, life will be simple. Everything that she is wishing, everything will fall into her life, everything will fall into her place, because God is in it. She is moving with God. Respect, it's something else. Respect. You have respect for your husband. Learn to respect. Respect must be the first thing. Even tisatawadzidzisa kuti munohandla sei, even before we teach them how to handle the husband. But obvious, respect must be the first thing, because it's not always pointing on you must respect the husband, or it's not always talking about marriage. But respect, it shows that everybody that you meet out there, you show respect. So respect, it's something that must not miss at all when you are broughting your daughter. She must be with respect. You have respect for your husband. Learn to respect before get married. Yes, it is good to bring up your own mind, but don't criticize. Do not criticize your husband, or do not criticize your man, or trying to bring him down. Why I'm talking about this? Why I am pointing on this? Because marriages, mostly you find out that sometime it may happen that your husband has said something that does not make any sense at all. But just because he is a human being and he is the father, he is the head of the house, right? You need, as a woman, you need to handle everything that she has said in a cold way. You need to respect whatever that comes out of your husband. Why? Even though it's wrong. What makes him to be a perfect, or to what can correct your husband? It is the words that comes from you. The way you are going to respond, it's going to correct everything that comes out of your mouth, out of the mouth of your husband. Even though azvitaura nenzira isiriyo, but nemake kuti azvitaura kumukadzi anoziva kupindura, it may turn out to be something good. You may be giving your husband an advice in the way that he feels that no, this is not. He can also see that, but I said it wrong, because of the way that you are going to respond. And has lose respect. Has feel like, no, I'm not being respected, or what I have just said, she's taking it like I have said nothing. Zviriko varikuwa namba bwana kwanza kutaura zvinhu zvekuti mukadzi anoona kuti izvi hazvishandizvi. But mukadzi, the way you are going to respond to your husband, it must not show that this one, I don't think. You have to respond in a right way. How? He might say something totally out of the line. Yes, zviriko. But let's look at this verse, Proverbs 15 verse 1. Proverbs 15 verse 1, it says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh words stirs up anger. Stirs up anger. So it's always about how she is going to respond. And also it always points back to where she was brought up. Yes, because this must be in the package of what she brought into your house as a husband. It must be something that she was taught before she met you, how to respond, how to speak. So ukawana munhu ane qualities akadero, speaking to the men out there, ukaonawo munhu ane maqualities akadero kana kuti ane zvese izvozvo izvo, because most of us tinotarisira zvinhu zvakawanda tichitova nemapeji nemabhuku edu akatolistiwa tichitotika kuti izvi anazvo izvi izvi anazvo izvi anazvo izvi. You are blessed, you are blessed, but hatizi tese tinowanikwa tine mapackages akadero. So the advice to the parents out there, as long as maybe you are a young parent, kana kuti matwa nenguva muri marriage, matwa nevana vakati ngativape ma-advices vasati vaenda kunze uko. Let's try by all to give them advices such like this, because mostly nowadays most men, they feel like they are being disrespected more because of the response that they get from their wives. Men, these are the most things that they require from the wife. Respect. If you respect them, I'm telling you, they will pour out all their love on you. But it doesn't mean that they do not respect you. Rudo rwavo rurikutaurwa runenge ruchitwa nerespect nechekudhara. But because we are speaking about women today, these must be in the package. As long as you are coming from your parents, heading to the husband, make sure that you got all this. Your cup is full, so that you don't struggle when you go out there. Thank you guys. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. The Better Podcast for the better people. Cheers, guys. Keep it short and big.